Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Bolt Racing League Lightning Series. This is going to be the qualifying duels at Daytona International Speedway. This will be to set the grid for the first race of our Lightning Series. I'm joined by Sean Ambrose in the booth here for some commentary to assist me here. And hopefully we've got a good race here. We've got some really good drivers, some absolutely stunning talent, and we're hoping for a good show here.
Yeah, Casey, welcome to the World Center of Racing, sir. It's great to be with you here this evening from Daytona Beach, Florida. And of course, this legendary 2.5 mile course has these really big turns, 31 degrees of banking, sir. That's really steep. And the trial, 18 degrees, still pretty steep. And, they opened this joint back in 1959. They even raced on the beach just a little bit east from here. But tonight we've got the Gen 7 car for you here, and the field is wrapping up qualifying right now, and the grid's going to be coming up here in a moment.
Yep, it looks like Dalton Killer. Wow, I can't do that. Dalton Kilroe and Pacey Wygant will be on. Oh, that's the second one. All right. My apologies, technical difficulties. So let's get our cameras on the cars here. My apologies. Sean, you want to help us out here and do a
Yeah,
little talking?
I'll run down. If you want, I can go ahead and run it down. The lineup here for this first heat race,
That
30
would be
laps.
fantastic.
Dalton Kilroe will lead off on the pole. Pacey Wygant will be on the outside of the front row. Rodney Ayers will take the inside of the second row with Scott McCann, the number 12, on the outside. Byron Jones will take row 3 on the inside. Blaine Snyder will to his outside, and the number 88. And they're rolling off on the next row. It's going to be Mark Liebrance. Wow, words are fun. And Chris Champo. And his car behind him there is going to be Joseph Javidin in the number 42, and some guy named John Ambrose in the 21. I don't know him at all. And the final row here is going to be Bobby Blowers, and going off 12th, the number 75 of Hudson Sangster.
All right, that's this is the first of two duels, and we will be hopefully getting green here, or formation lap here soon. We'll do a full lap and take the green flag. We are pulling off of pit road here. Everybody's forming up.
Casey, I talked to an old friend of mine, talked to Soup a little while ago. He told me we have a celebrity in the pace car this evening. Medina Mendez is leading the field tonight in the iRacing very average and, well, generic pace car.
That is fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic.
So I was watching some practice. It does appear everybody holds the line pretty well. We should be in for some good tight racing. Honestly, I like that we only have about I think we have 21 cars this evening. These smaller fields should provide a nice bit of slice and dice here at Daytona.
It's looking to be about 12 cars per heat or per duel, 30 laps, as we said before. I've been talking to a few of the drivers, and I believe we have about 20, what was it, 19-ish laps of fuel in the tank for these. So
yeah, and so 19, we have a 30 lap race. There's a couple ways you could play the strategy here. You could run out all 19, or you could do a little early peel, late reveal, and get off early and maybe try to run it out. And I don't know, but you need a help here. Running out solo, probably not the best idea. Once you lose the draft here, you've lost it. You're never getting it back. Unless, of course, we're going to caution a bunch of the field. But here we go. As the pace car rolls up, we get ready. It's all yours.
All right, we will.
Green flag, green flag.
We are green for the Lightning Series duel number 1. Here's the inside lane has got the jump here, although there is some outside lane is moving. Got a little more energy up there currently. Looks like Pacey Wygant is going to be taking that. I don't know why my ticker is messed up here.
It looked like Chris Champo might have spun the tires there on the start. He had a bit of a wild ride. It stacked everybody up behind him there on the top side. Now the top side's starting to run a little bit here into turn 3. Pacey Wygant got the field up top.
Yep. Pacey, from knowledge, I know Pacey likes to run the high line, so look for him up there. Again, I do apologize with the ticker. We will sort that out. But it looks like the low line, there's definitely more cars up high, so that's going to be a little bit faster. But let's see, who is that? 41. My ticker is broken. Oh, we got some trouble here, maybe.
Yeah, Dalton Kilroe took a little bit of a shot. Didn't line up quite well. He got loose. Everybody stacked up behind him to avoid the big one, if you will, here early on in this first heat race.
I think it would be more of a medium one for this, maybe. We could still have some big action, but we definitely have a medium one. But we have a 3-car breakaway at the front. We've got Pacey Wygant, Scott McCann, and Blaine Snyder up front. I don't know if we got works of a 3-car tango going here or what, but Rodney Ayers there in P4, he's getting some work done. Hopefully this pack doesn't, break up. We need some action. We got oh, look at that, John Ambrose pushing Rodney.
Trying to having trouble lining up there. The car a bit unsteady, but the 21 Team Penske machine, I don't know if we can officially say that, but he seems to have found it, gets a little off bumper now through the turn, lays off, doesn't hit him there, comes to the outside and then settles back in. So that line not moving quite as quickly right now. It's a little unsettled.
Yeah, the first pack is also broken up a little. Pacey going down low. Something tells me that might be going down to pick up. Oh, Rodney bailed on him. Wow. Maybe that was just a closing issue deal or like a closing speed?
He was closing way too quick. He bailed out on that one for sure.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, man, that was some pretty good wheel work by Rodney there. Looks like the let's see, the 75 of Hudson Sangster is trying to get in behind Rodney. We're 3 wide. Who is that in the middle? I can't tell. I don't have a number. Look at that. The 88. That is Blaine Snyder.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I left you hanging out.
You're good.
Hanging out to dry there. You're Blaine Snyder.
Still Pacey Wygant up front. Pushed by John Ambrose.
Yeah, John's found a way to hold onto the wheel now, and he's been given the push here for about a lap, but the bottom side starting to roll, baby.
Yeah, we are moving on the bottom with the 41 and the 75. I believe that's 41.
Yeah, that's Kilroe in the 41.
All right.
Getting the big push from Hudson Sangster.
All right. How about the 19 of Byron Jones? He's getting it done on the bottom there. Yeah, this is a pretty stacked field. This is probably going to be one of the more energetic duels that we're going to see. Hopefully, it doesn't. Oh, what's going on here?
Well, Ambrose took a look to the middle of the track, and he came back down, and I think maybe confused Dalton Kilroe there for a moment. Maybe Dalton needed a little fresh air, and John just gave it to him. That is possible. These cars are definitely starting to heat up. Yeah, we're 6 laps in now, so we're definitely well up to temp and even pushing it for some of those guys that have been leaning on a bumper for a while.
I know from experience that you can usually only get about a lap and a half of just straight up, pushing before it starts to get really hot. But, again, Pacey just absolutely getting it done. We got Rodney Ayers still in third, P3. Bottom lane, only 3 cars. It seems that this is a top dominant field here for whatever reason. But We still have a bunch of laps to go.
I believe Ambrose is a bit of a rookie here at Talladega. I don't think he has many laps at this track.
Oh, really?
It might take him a while to get up to speed, but we'll see. He might be there at the end. I am of course lying. I will tell you that John Ambrose he's been racing for a while.
Oh, yeah?
Anyway, I am his, as he likes to say, his significantly older brother. It might not be as significant as he'd like to say, but anyway, yeah, we'll see where Ambrose winds up. But Casey, I'm sorry, not Casey, Pacey, really is the class of the field right now. As the bottom side starts to kind of roll in a little bit, I got to be careful with my words. They are starting to run to the front with Ambrose leading them.
Yeah, they are a little spread out,
down
though.
Up there.
They are a little bit spread out, so we, no, really good push out of 4. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle. A little bit of a wiggle from the 21.
Yeah, that was Dalton with a little bit too much push, and the bumpers got misaligned there.
All right, as we come around to lap, I believe this is lap 8.
It is, yes.
It appears that Ambrose got that lap as leader, and Pacey backing up a bit. I don't know what happened there, but he's just, I wouldn't say plummeting, but he's definitely falling back.
Looks
like he's going to link up with...
he left his partner. And McCann rolls to the back of the field quickly.
So I will say that the 19, the 00, the 17, and the 34, they're all, kind of official, unofficial teammates. They're all a part of PBR Racing. So they are all in a row, and it seems like they might be plotting something, perhaps. But we still have John Ambrose out front. And then we've got the 41, the 75, and the 88. Nice push from the 41. Let's take a look back here, mid-pack, and see what's going on. We'll go on board. How about that? We'll go on board with Casey White here.
Can never go wrong with a good onboard shot.
No, not at all. So, at this point in the race, what do you think? What are you thinking strategically for this?
Well,
what do you think?
Honestly, strategically, I'm starting to think, okay, my pit window's opening up here. I want to go in now? It stayed green flag. We're line astern at the moment. Could be a safe time to pull off. Ambrose is the type of guy that'd make that move. I might know what he's thinking right now. He might not be opposed to the early peel, late reveal.
All right.
I'm going to be straight. He's the only guy in the field I know that I'm familiar with. So I don't know what anybody else is thinking at this point. It makes sense for the leader to step out and do it now. It also makes sense for the back of the pack. So you got Javiden back there.
He actually just got lapped. Unfortunately, so I don't know what happened.
You know what?
With him.
So he had a problem. We missed it at some point. So that takes us up to Librans. And, he could step out if he wants to work with Champo. I don't know if they're talking right now, but if they are, maybe they step out and they hit the pit stop now and try and maybe pick up something on these guys. So it's risky.
What do we got here? We got a big shakeup. It looks like the 00, the 19, the 34, and the 17 all went to pit
Here we
road.
go. Yes, and Pacey Wygant leads that contingent down pit road. So there we go. Coming off early and getting down quick. I don't think anybody got in hot. I caught that pit stop pretty quickly.
All right, so it looks like they're taking tires.
Yes, sir, they are. Left sides are
All
up,
right.
and that is it. And down.
All right.
And quickly out comes, I've got a Mustang to the right coming out there really quick. I can't catch the number. Is that the 34? Yeah, that was the 34. Bobby Blowers. Blowers gets down and out quickly. 7 seconds.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So back to the front of the pack. It is a 4-car, I guess, group led by John Ambrose.
Right.
You think they'll all, since basically half the pack is already pit? Do you think that these guys are gonna be talking amongst themselves and trying to figure something out?
So it's going to take that group a while to get up to speed. They're gaining time now. Okay, that's 4 cars hooked up. They're gaining a lot of time. Let's see where they cycle out, but they may stay out for the run and see if they can keep building a little bit more of a cushion, and then they don't have to worry about that group that went in early. So it's a little tricky here. We'll see. Now, we do know they took 2 tires. Question is, do they know that? So we'll see.
Now, that would have definitely made their stop a little bit longer. So, I mean, do you think that will actually factor in? I mean, I know when they're moving at such a speed that, every second in the pits is like half a lap or something crazy like that on the track?
Here's where we stand right now, okay? The cars have cycled back in. That just pit. Oh, and Blowers gets the wall there. The right front on the wall. I don't know if he's got any damage, but I just went back to take a look at them, and that pack is getting a little bit broken up now, a little unsteady. They're going to lose time as a result of that. And I was just about to say, they're about 39 seconds from the leaders. The delta on those last pit stops for them was about 27 seconds. So, again, this group up front has a chance to really gain time on them right now.
All right, it definitely seems that way. As we're looking right now at the 00, the 17, the 34, the 19, and the 12, all together here. We will flip back to the leader, John Ambrose, and we'll watch. They're coming into turn 3 here. We'll see if they peel off to hit the pits, and we are 15 to go. It looks like that's what's happening. They are pulling into the pits right now as we speak.
Ambrose has been working on those pit stops. He took it in deep, baby.
Wow, absolutely. All the way. He sent that thing in.
He really did. Now, the question is, was he too hot? I don't know. That was an awful big dive into that entry.
It was very, very, very... Oh, he overshoots!
Ambrose missed it.
He overshot! Oh, man.
That's going to hurt him. He better hurry up and get out.
Yep.
He's out. He didn't take any tires.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, he's definitely screwed the pooch now.
Well, we're gonna have to
do about it.
We're gonna have to ask him what's going on post race. Because
all right, so Blowers and Wygant, where do they sit now? They're coming out of turn 4. Is that where they are? I just picked them up.
All right, so I am on the leader right now, and the leader is scored as the 51.
Yeah, Mark Liebrance.
And then I have, on my scoring, I have the 41, 88, and then the 00 Pacey Wygant.
Right.
Roughly 8, if I'm reading this correctly, roughly 8 seconds and closing rapidly.
Yes.
The 51 hits pit road. But, oh yeah, look at that. So Pacey and Bobby Blowers will inherit the lead here.
Yeah.
A little bit of latency from Bobby.
They made pretty quick work of that. Those pit stops just weren't quite as synchronized as they needed to be there from that second group that waited, and they've really hooked up now.
So as we watch, we've got once again Pacey Wygant leading, Rodney Ayers P2, Bobby Blowers P3, Byron Jones P4, and Scott McCann P5. It looks like a, let's see, 7-car breakaway, 7-car group here. Yeah, I mean, these guys will be good to go until the end, barring like a wreck or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Listen. Bobby Blowers is living a charmed life right now. He wrapped the wall pretty good earlier, not showing any signs of damage from it now. That Ford, that quick trip Ford is really humming at the moment. He's sitting back there in the catbird seat. That could be your winner. We'll see.
I
Of
mean,
course, the winner sets the inside row,
I believe
correct?
so.
For
Yep,
the
that is correct.
right, the inside row
Yep.
for the big race.
Yep, that is correct. We unfortunately we didn't get qualifying because we were dealing with technical difficulties, as we are still doing, but we will get those fixed for next week. But we have oh, okay, Bobby pushing Pacey now. Oh, they were. I mistook Pacey for Rodney. Classic blunder on my part. Two very, very nice individuals. Pretty much everybody here is a good group of people. So this is some good racing. Let's check back in on John Ambrose and see what's going on. Unfortunately, it looks like he's all by his lonesome currently.
Well, I would say this brings to memory a great Eric Carmen song at the moment. I'm not going to sing it for you, but you could Google it or just find it on YouTube. All by myself.
Ah, yes. I do believe I've heard it.
You're not going to get me singing it this evening. Sorry.
It's all good.
Not how I wish to return to the air for my commentating hiatus.
It's all good. Yeah, we still have pretty much the same order, the same breakaway that we have, same group of,
so
appears to be 7 cars.
We're riding this one out. I mean, we play it safe here. We keep it green. You've got about 7 minutes of racing left. We're coming down to the end. It's like, someone's going to have to step out and have a partner. A couple of these cars here are going to probably maybe get a little hot. They're going to step out anyway, so we'll see. But I still think it's going to be about 3 or 4 laps before anybody really starts to try and commit to a move as they come up on the back of the pack here.
That is very true. We are showing 9 laps to go. So let's say, just for instance, let's say you're like a Byron Jones sitting there in P4, knowing that you have 3, official, unofficial teammates in front of you. What do you try to do? Do you sit there and kind of go for it to improve your? Whoa, man, Pacey!
Whoa,
that
got sloppy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that got sloppy quick.
Wow. All right.
Okay, so you can ill afford have that happen here in the middle of a good run. So,
pretty much, that is accurate. So it looks like we're gonna have a big shakeup. Although Pacey is still pulling on the outside, so
yeah.
Maybe it's the lap cars just kind of,
Yeah, they didn't. Well, I mean, listen, you can only do so much, right? You've got to drive your line at some point. But unfortunately, it looked like maybe someone got out of shape a little bit. I'm not going to call anybody out. There's no reason to do that. We're all having fun here. But they are having trouble lining up down there on the bottom. And
oh,
loose,
my.
That was almost disaster.
What is going on, Byron? All right.
That was Javitan that looked like it was that really got loose there, and
yeah,
and it got messy.
You could say that again.
Yeah, that was a close one for sure. So all right, so everybody gets back. They get away from that. You've got basically a 5-car breakaway now. Let's face it, the top 7 are really all in this. Nobody is out of it. Now that we've gotten past the back markers and we're back to just kind of getting in line here and riding this one out. We've got, 6 laps left now?
Yeah.
Keep it green, about 5 minutes of racing or so. So
ticker is showing 7 to go,
yeah.
assuming that's correct with all our technical difficulties that we've had. But yeah,
okay.
Still Pacey leading. We've got Bobby in second again. Blaine Snyder really getting in the meat of this PBR sandwich here. And do you think he could play spoiler to PBR?
Sure, I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, listen, at Daytona or Talladega,
oh,
third
41
is a
going
great
down
spot
low.
to be. Yeah, and that might have been I need some fresh air.
True.
Yeah, Dalton had been sitting there for a minute. He's going to fade back, get a little help from Scott McCann. They haven't lost anything yet. You see Rodney dipping down there. Everybody breaking up a little bit. So,
Ooh.
gotta be careful.
Looks like it's getting a little tight on there for Rodney.
Yeah.
But the 88 falls in line behind them as we come to 5 to go. When do you think you make your move here? Oh, I guess if you're Blaine Snyder, you try to go now. That's what it's looking.
Yeah, not yet. If this stays green, I don't make a move until really the last lap. It doesn't make sense to try anything too risky at this point. You've got 5 laps left. Play it straight down the middle, and if there's a move to make, save it for the last lap and a half or last lap.
That does make sense.
That, you've got a small field here, right? Everybody's still pretty close. There's still runs to be made. It's not like you're having to come from 6 or 8 seconds back.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Very true. Wow.
This
So
is
looks like
manageable chaos.
yeah, for sure. It looks like Pacey fell back to.
Oh, careful there.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And we've got trouble.
Uh-oh.
The 88 is in the wall. Blaine
That is
Snyder.
unfortunate. It looks. We're gonna have to go back and look, but it.
Oh, Ambrose caught that too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Ambrose caught that too.
He find him. Oh no.
He was going to be first up. I don't know if we had the lucky dogs on, but yeah, he was coming through that and didn't. I guess they zigged, he zagged, and neither one of them. Neither one of them figured out which way they should go.
Well,
so,
let's see if
tough
I
break
can
for Ambrose.
take a peek back at what happened here, and we'll. So it really just looks like Pacey went low, and the 88 maybe tried to block. I mean, I gotta look at it one more time. And where did Ambrose come into this? That's. We're gonna have to see this from Ambrose's perspective. I don't really know what happened here. Oh my. Just a case of not being able to check up in time.
Yeah, I think it's just like I said. I think he guessed wrong, and sometimes that happens.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, unfortunate.
You know, as far as the incident itself, I mean, it's a tough call. I mean, Pacey looked like he was driving his line, had the cars behind him, and the 41 drove up in front of him, and then the 88 was there. Yeah, just tough call. It was guys maybe trying to save their position a little bit, and it cost everybody right there.
Yep.
So just about everybody got a little bit of damage out of that, but
Yeah,
right now,
yeah,
it leaves,
pretty much all the front runners.
Yeah, it leaves Kilroe your leader right now as we go around with I guess about 3 laps left. I have to ask because I don't know, are the green-white checkers for the
I
races?
believe these. I believe we have 3. I'd have
Okay.
to. I'd have to double check just to be sure. But I'm pretty sure that we have 3. We have at least 1. So that's
okay.
It could get dicey.
It could very well get dicey. Yes, we'll have at least. I believe we may get the lights off on the pace car the next time around.
All right.
Don't hold me to that. I could be mistaken. Now I am interested to see if anybody is going to pull off.
I did
for a
see.
quick pit stop.
I did see most of PBR. So we had Byron Jones, Bobby Blowers, Pacey Wygant, Rodney Ayers. They all peeled off. But I think that was more to group themselves back together, if I know anything. So.
Well, I will tell you that Blowers took 4. It looks like the whole team took 4 tires.
All right. I
So
mean,
as I go back and
you have
look
the
at
time
pit
to
stops
do
real
it.
quick.
You have the time to do it under caution, so might as well.
We're certainly not at we're certainly not at Hickory,
No.
and where the pace laps take 5 seconds. So yeah, they did take 4 tires. So the team came in, a strategic call. They lost nothing. It's going to be a boys have at it, right? So there you go.
I don't know if we have that rule. We try to be as courteous and respectful as we can. Not saying that boys have at it is disrespectful, but
Right.
sometimes people get a little too rowdy.
It is Daytona.
It is. Indeed. I believe you hit the nail on the head there. It is, in fact, Daytona.
Yeah.
And so
Do you have Talladega on the schedule this season?
we do actually.
Okay, very good, very good.
Yep.
Very
We've
good.
got Daytona. We've got Talladega. We've got a whole bunch. Our schedule is pretty varied. We got a little bit of everything, a little bit of something for a little bit of everyone for our schedule here.
All right. Well, the pace car brings us around. It looks like I'm gonna say the lights are off.
Yep,
They are.
the lights are indeed out.
This is it. It's go time.
All right. So here's what we will do. We will ride, maybe not on board, but we'll focus on Pacey Wygant here because I think he's going to be probably the most gutsy of the drivers, at least the ones that I know out here. So he will probably be the first one to make the move. It's either going to be him or Bobby. So that's what I would say. It appears that we're joined by John Ambrose.
Yes.
What happened, John?
Well, what happened?
That's what I'm asking you.
Great. I did great entering the pits,
Uh-huh.
and I overdrove it.
Oh.
I got too close to the left side of the wall.
Uh-oh.
They said my hair was too long.
Oh.
It was just, it was bad.
They critique you on that?
No. Now, then obviously we were out of sequence after that, and there was a wreck in front of me, and just got caught up in, I don't remember what car, what number.
That is unfortunate.
The yellow flag is out.
Well, we are immediately back yellow? What happened?
Yes, we are. It looks like race control has thrown out the caution. We got started there, and then we didn't.
All right.
Maybe the field wasn't set correctly. I'm not quite sure.
It is possible. I don't have the radio on, so I do not know what is going on.
Well, I like I said, we did have race control throw that caution. We don't have any information on it as of yet. I do know a couple black flags had to be straightened out, so race control is active tonight. So that might have had something to do with it. We might have somehow gotten out of sequence with the pace car for a couple of these contestants here in the race tonight.
All right.
John, that was unfortunate. I said right after it happened, it looked like somebody zigged, you zagged, and everybody met in the middle, unfortunately. It's kind of what it looked like.
Yeah, I swerved to zig. There was a bald eagle coming in my pit spot at the same time as I was, and it was just unfortunate. I did not hit the bird.
Well, that's
okay,
good. That would probably be some sort of crime.
It would. So we ride out. Now we will be in a green-white checker situation as we got the caution flag thrown. It does eat up a lap, and I believe this will put us. Under GWC here to get started. So these laps should stop counting here.
I believe that is accurate.
Yeah.
So we've got let's see. Barring any changes from race control, because we still don't know why they threw the caution again, but barring any changes of moving people around, it's looking like our restarting lineup. I'm a little bit iffy on the 12 and the 75 location, but We're going to be 41, 12, 75, 19, 34, 00, 17. And then I believe the 41 is, 42 is a lap down behind them.
So I just heard on race control that I guess it was forgot to be mentioned during the drivers' meeting, but there was a choose cone, and there was some mix-up,
Okay.
and that's why the yellow was flown.
Okay. All right. So it's good to know that we aren't the only ones having technical difficulties. Well, it's more me having technical difficulties, but it's good to know that we are not the only ones.
So I do see that. Well, okay. So Tristan wasn't in this race. I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. I saw something down in my race control window there, and I thought, oh, somebody had a connection problem, but it wasn't in this race, so we're good. Okay, so we're gonna reset the field. Lights still on the pace car. I expect to go off when we come back around. And we'll get this thing restarted with Kilrow on point and McCann on his outside to get us started.
All right. So once again, not to keep harping, but we gotta watch out for those PBR boys because they are a force to be reckoned with on plate tracks here. So, or should I say drafting tracks? I believe that's the terminology they use now.
Rather than harp on them, could we maybe like oboe on them or something like that?
I mean, hey, I'm always down for a good oboe sesh. So
Okay,
why
all
not?
I have my cello.
All
I'm
right.
here. I'm here for you guys.
All right. We're getting
Thank
the
you.
band back together again,
Thank
I
you.
guess. Let's see. Will the lights go out on the pace car? My vote is yes. But yes,
Looks like they're
They did.
choosing.
all
Yep.
right. So as I said before, like barring any mix-ups here, but I believe, yeah. All right. So pretty much all of PBR is on the inside there, and yeah. I mean, this is a stacked restart here. This is going to be pretty good, I think.
Yeah, we've you know what, we've brought the field back together. We should get an exciting finish. You know, honestly, we got 25 really good laps of racing there, and then it all kind of fell apart with one little incident. So it's okay. We'll be fine.
I believe. All right.
I mean, if Ambrose doesn't cock it up, he'd be in this thing. So
Right?
you know.
Well, my sleeveless suit got caught on my Hans device, and you know, real quick, just a shout out to the Sanford family. Thinking of you guys, we love you, and I was proud to carry the big Bruce on.
All right.
Thank you for that, John. That's very sweet. I'll make sure Bruce gets a copy of this podcast. That's very inside. Sorry, I had to do it.
We're all about fun here.
Yeah.
So, the pace car is exiting turn 4. We'll bring the field to the green here on this restart. The green flag is on the leader for this this series, so it looks like the 41 of Dalton Kilrow is going to be bringing him to the green.
Green.
We are back racing.
Dalton got a nice jump. He was on the hammer quick there.
He did. But do you want that on a green-white checker like this?
That's a tough call. I would not want to do that because, we see here, we got 5 cars in tandem on the low side. That's going to carry that momentum coming out of 2 here.
Yeah, they're just getting swallowed up here. But the bottom line is very, very wiggly. So we've got a bunch of cars, pretty much all teammates doing their thing. So I don't know why Pacey's lagging back a little bit, but it appears
He could be set. He could be
Oh.
setting up here for a run with
There goes
Pacey.
Byron Jones to the outside with Bobby Blowers.
White flag is out.
Yep, white flag. Byron Jones to the lead. Bobby Blowers pushing. Pacey Wyden. Rodney Ayers. All 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got Hudson Sangster in the 75, leading that second pack there on the bottom. As he goes high, trying to fall in behind Rodney there.
This 4-car race now. That's
Yeah,
it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they are gapping them. So it's really going to be up to who wants to pull out and try to go for it, or if you just want to sit there and, take your starting position.
Rodney gonna have to.
Oh
get
my!
busy here.
Oh,
And
Bobby! Wow. Byron goes up to block. Pacey. Oh, we got a wreck, but Pacey Wygant wins. It looks like Byron will get P2. Not 100% certain on that one. We'll have to go back and look. Who was that got turned? Oh no, my sim changed. I believe the second duel is starting.
Well, the 41 got turned around there at the line, and I still have it on screen here. That's okay. I'll walk us through that. But yeah, that was just 34 there. Got into the 41, just coming to the line, but Wygant pulls that thing out, and yeah, it's
Last
pretty,
lap pass.
pretty solid. Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good finish. I knew we were going to get it, and yeah, Wygant comes in, and Jones ever so close, 2/100ths of a second there at the line.
Oh wow! I'm gonna see if I can get us back there, but we are gridding for the second duel here, so I'm not 100% certain if I'll be able to. But
You want me to take us through the grid real quick?
yeah, that would be fantastic.
All right, sure. We've got Bailey Thompson on the pole for this one. Martin Roberg gonna be on the outside of the front row. Lally Frazier is there going to be in third. Zach Wareham will start fourth in the number 95. John Matthews starting fifth in this second duel in the number 98. Aaron Lester in the number 86 will start on his outside. And, Aaron Lester is on the inside of the third row in the 86. Doug Ross will sit to his outside in number 25. Tristan Bear in the 05 will start eighth with Tyson Lesher on his outside. George Champo will start, one of the Blues brothers there. George Champo will start 10th this evening, and Elena Sharp will start 11th in my number. Johnny, she's in the 71. Who let that happen?
That's kindred spirits right there.
That's great.
I know.
Good choice.
I know Elena is pretty good on the plate tracks. Very, very aggressive, but still pretty good. So, I think this one we had some fun here in the first duel. I think we're gonna have possibly an equal amount of fun for this second one here.
Well, I want to give Elena a shout out in the A's Tech Sim Sports Toyota. Very, very nice black and red car. And you can't go wrong with a scheme like that, in my opinion. Black is a wonderful color. But then I look just a little bit forward in the 14, and what am I? Well, George made a choice with that paint scheme, and it's a good choice in my opinion. So if you're not seeing the Beavis and Butthead car, I'm sorry.
I unfortunately do not. My training paints. I will say my ticker has fixed itself, but we are green in duel number 2. We've got Bailey Thompson and Martin Roberg leading here.
So Bailey Thompson gets the field started in number 27 Holiday Inn car. I did hear he's not really a race car driver, but he did sleep in a Holiday Inn Express last night.
That is a fact that I will believe to be true. Absolutely. If I know Bailey, that probably happened.
I had to say that. It's in the contract.
Are you still getting royalties?
Maybe. Can't say. It's in the
All right.
contract.
So I'm watching George here, one of the Blues brothers. He's in the
Ooh.
back. I'm thinking he's needing some TP. to get up front.
Oh no, what's
just
going
up in
on?
front of them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
step
right
one.
across the nose.
That's
The
the
yellow
05
flag is
Tristan
out.
Bear getting
I hate to say it, but
spun.
that started with Elena Sharp. It looked like, well, Elena got a little bit loose there coming to the stripe, got up into the 95, and that kind of stacked everybody up behind him. But that's what sent the 05 for a spin down in the grass.
Well, let's go back and look. We've got apparently my button isn't working. We have so many technical difficulties today. I apologize. I am unable to go back and look.
Yeah, I'm afraid the side draft might have gotten the best of Elena. I don't know, John, if you got a chance to look at that replay, but it looked like Elena had quite frankly, a heck of a run going, and then just kind of got sucked up into the inside.
Sean, that's exactly what happened. She had a run on the 95 there, touched the right front of the 95, which threw her up in the 86, and then back down into Tristan there. Unfortunate, but I think it was just a racing deal. I don't think Tristan actually hit anything. He took a spot. Yeah, he took a spin there, but he didn't touch anything. So I think he'll be good.
Well, that's Daytona. Glory one moment, disaster the next.
Very, very much. Very much.
It's a colorful field. It seems like this duel has a little more color in it than the the previous set of cars. As I see some leaders starting to come down. That was that led by? No, it wasn't Roberg.
We've got the 25, the 95, and I believe the
27. 27 was in the pits.
Yep. That is accurate.
And Bailey Thompson going to be the first one of those out.
Yeah, Bailey took only fuel. Zach, Doug, and Tristan are taking 4.
I mean, that happens so early. You're really just topping off at this point. I mean, it's you're still going to need to come back in.
Yeah, we only have 3 laps on the board, so we're definitely going to be having to come back in. But
now, that being said, throw in another caution, and maybe you don't have to come back in.
Yeah, you might be able to stretch it. I mean, if you're getting 19-ish laps of fuel per tank, then I mean, yeah, I've met some pretty good savers, but even those, I don't know if they'd be able to stretch it that far.
John, with this current tire model, I know you've not been racing consistently for a while, but with this current tire model, do you really need the tires here?
No, not at all. It's a matter of the fuel, and with the duels, obviously caution laps don't count, so you have nothing going towards the delta that you could possibly save.
Okay.
So it behooves these guys to go in and top off.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I didn't know that. Sorry for not being up to speed on all the rules tonight. Okay. But yes, because those pace laps aren't counting, then there's nothing that doesn't factor into this now. So
okay,
good.
yeah, the ledger tally shows currently Pacey 6 mistakes, Sean 5.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know we were keeping score, but all right, that's fine. I'm good with that.
Yeah, where is this tally? I don't have one.
Yeah. Do you know how much stroking my ego needed today to do this tonight? Do you have any idea? I'm kidding. I was nervous all day, shaking in my boots. My wife was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, I got to commentate tonight. She's like, what? In fact, my significant other honestly barely knows me as a commentator. So thank God.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, so yeah.
Well, it looks like the lights are out on the pace car, and we will be coming to green this time around after an early caution. It looks like, let's see, Tristan has somewhat recovered from that little ride he took off of the tri-oval. Doesn't really appear to be all that much damage, maybe just a couple scuffs and scrapes. But otherwise, looks like a clean car.
Yeah, let's take a moment to tell the fans, listen, you want to write in to Bolt Racing League? Catch them on their email at boltracingleague@aol.com.
We've been around for a while. I don't know if we have an AOL, but we have been around for a while.
I have my coffee cup on the proverbial AOL disc right now as we speak. So
Oh, there you go. There you go. That works.
Yeah, I have a whole spindle full of them. Coasters for everybody.
The best coasters ever made.
True, very true.
So it looks like we have.
It's time to go, baby.
Yeah.
We got Lily Frazier and Martin Roberg on the front row here.
Green flag, green flag.
Is...
Okay, is it Lily or is it Lily?
Lily.
Is it Lily?
Lily,
It is Lily. Okay, all right.
With a huge jump that's unfortunately not going to pay dividends here.
Yep. That is
Lily
accurate.
Lily had a chance to slide up to the top side and maybe get on that train, but holds it down there on the bottom.
Yeah, it didn't exactly take it. 98 of John Matthews, looking pretty strong. He's pretty good at plate tracks. Oh, we have a blinker. That is the 13 car.
Get it off Lily right now. All right, so my question would be, how many of these drivers have a spotter in there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if we have any live spotters, but you know, whatever is in the sim.
Okay.
Sean, my guess is TJ or Jimmy is spotting for all of them.
Very true.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Very true. So we are pretty much neck and neck. We've got about even cars on the top and the bottom. Just kind of, you know, ebbing and flowing like the tides here. But a little bit of disruption here down the backstretch. But I mean, overall, looking pretty clean.
Oh, don't line up down there.
No.
That was.
Yeah, Tyson Lesher there had a little scare moment going below the yellow.
Tyson in the Peach Vibes Celsius car. Great Celsius story from just a few weeks ago in the on the interwebs. They made Flo Rida a very rich man again.
Oh.
So I believe it was an $89 million settlement Flo Rida received, as he was an original investor in the company, and they maybe didn't let him know how much it was actually. They had to pay. They had to pay, and had to pay pretty heavy.
Fun business facts. Only yes. Here.
At Daytona
Only heard
International
here.
Speedway.
Well, it looks like the outside line just kind of fell on its face and, you know, sunk back there as Frazier's still leading up here.
Frazier is, and 3 cars have broken away. You've got Aaron Lester back there leading that other pack.
All right, Aaron. Good job, buddy.
Ooh.
Yeah, we are
Bailey
wiggle
Thompson
worm
making a move.
Yep.
Yeah, Bailey Thompson making a move back there.
Wow.
So I believe on my check from earlier this evening that we had a total of 10 Chevys, 10 Fords, and 1 Toyota in the entire field this evening. So if you're all of you keeping track at home, keeping score on the manufacturers.
That's right. We're bringing it back to America.
From what I see on my scoring, Lily and Elena are both in Toyota, so We may have had a late joiner that affected our tally, but I am unaware of any Toyotas in the first heat. We've still got Frazier out front, being pushed by John Matthews. Tyson Lesher there in P3. Martin Roberg, P4. Pretty much, oh, is that Tyson pulling out?
It is,
Yep.
yeah. Lester goes to the top side. Might have needed a little bit of cool air. John, were you hitting pretty good temps there when you were? I know you weren't behind much, but when you were, how many laps were you up a bumper?
You know, I had to back off. I think I was pushing Rodney there for a little bit, and then I saw an opening on the downside to get some fresh air, and I would say 3 laps, and you're really pushing the telltale needle there. Speaking of telltale, outside of the front 2, there's no uniformity in this group. You got the 13 and the 98 of Matthews, and they're just bumper to bumper, but the rest of them are all over.
Yeah, I don't know if there's some inexperience playing, but I know for a fact that Martin Roberg is an absolute weapon on these plate tracks, and Bailey Thompson is pretty good too. So I've known this crowd for quite a while, and pretty much the people who I would expect to be up front are.
And here comes the Blues brother, George. He's getting a run on that 4-car lead up front.
I can hear the saxophone.
We've got one car really lost pace here. Tristan Baird's
Oh
really gonna need
my goodness, what?
Oh, I missed something up front.
Yeah,
Oh, and
it looks like the
trouble for-
14
it was- Yeah, George Jumbo had some trouble there.
almost got spat out, but saved it. That was a really good
Yeah.
save.
As a couple of bumpers not lining up real well, and he got super loose and saves it. That's all right. Everything is okay.
Yep. For now, we are good. We are A-okay.
20 laps to go. Let's keep this together, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this together.
Well, speaking of ladies, there's that 71 car, Sean, right behind George.
Yeah.
Yeah, still in this thing after some trouble really early, going to the inside. George kind of runs up the track there, gets out of the draft.
Well, you know, in this car, you really have to do that to break that bubble that houses the front and rear bumpers of these cars. Although she's just going to take a look and take that position away.
So we'll focus back on the front here. We've got 4 cars. That appears to be Bailey Thompson. Oh, and Martin Roberg kind of bumping a little bit here down the backstretch. I don't know what's going on there.
About him. Yeah, you talked about him, Casey.
Yeah, I mean, oh, we have a yellow. What is going on?
We have almost another yellow under a yellow going on here for third.
Right? Oh, it looks like the 16 of Tyson Lesher has spun. I'm going to see if my replay wants to work. There we go. Oh, that is not the correct deal here. So we're just going to go back live. We will get this sorted out for next week. I promise.
I am starting to wonder. I believe this might have been thrown from race control. I could be wrong.
Yes, Tim, Sean, you're correct.
Okay.
Race control through that caution flag. I'm going to listen in here and see if I can capture
Sure.
any.
See what you can get for us, John.
Currently, we're being told that it's Pacey's fault.
Oh, okay. That checks out. That's a an inside joke for our group here. I could blame this whole snafu on Pacey, but I think I'll be nice and I'll blame it on sunspots or something. Maybe. I don't know.
Obviously, we're going to see them all come in here and
Yeah.
fill up.
Yep.
You know, for if you're looking for track position, now is a great time to just take a can of fuel and go.
Absolutely. Because you do not need tires. I've done like 100-lap races here and never even took tires. So that's we are very shuffled on pit road. It appears everybody is on pit road. So we'll see how things shake out here once we get back.
All right. So Lily with a 7.4 second stop, fuel only. The whole field outside of Tristan and George took fuel only.
All right. So a little bit of a let's see. So John Matthews, I believe he went in second. He came out in P4. But I think Martin Roberg would be gained a spot. Elena gained a few. She's up there, and P3 up. My scoring is saying +8. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But
well, +8 from where she started,
Okay.
from the green flag drop. But
Okay.
yeah, the fastest pit stop was Zach Wareham. He had a 7-second flat pit stop.
Oh wow, boys
with
getting it done.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Tristan Bear is back on the track here. How's our buddy George doing? He's exiting the pits, so I wonder if he had to take his fast repair. We had Tyson Lesher who spun. I didn't see any damage though.
So we did not have fast repairs in the first heat race. Maybe they do in this one.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think you can set it up that way. I'm just used to there being a fast repair. So I could be, completely talking nonsense. I probably am. I'm known for it.
I don't presently. I'm on a zoom angle of the car right now. I don't see any damage on the car. It doesn't mean there isn't any.
Right.
There very well could be some kind of damage we're just unaware of. But the car itself, as it looks to me currently, is fine.
All right. That's good. That's good.
Now, does that mean there was a fast repair on? No, it doesn't. It's just my observation. The car looks fine. So we'll certainly find out as soon as they get under power. The lights are out. We're ready to go. We've got 19 laps left. Let's run this one out to the checkers.
A lot of people choosing that inside lane there. Obviously, that's the preferred lane on the restart, but you kind of get tunnel vision down there on the bottom versus the top when you get going.
Well, I'd say the important thing is get away clean. Don't get wrecked on the restart. Get good.
Yeah,
So,
you would definitely want to avoid checkups. You want to avoid spinning your tires, starting in the wrong gear. That's happened a few times.
You know, the 13 there, Lily Frazier. I'm picking up Tim Richmond vibes off that car, Johnny. That paint.
Yeah, it's got a little Folgers to it.
Yeah, it definitely does. I love the colors. I'm a fan of that race car right there.
Old Harry Hyde wrenched car.
All right. Here's where getting ready to exit turn 4 here. We will be
Everybody going to Google trying to figure out who Tim Richmond is. Sorry, folks.
I know who Tim Richmond is. All right. We are back green. We've got 19 to go at the stripe. Very, very big jump from Frazier here. Martin Roberg behind. And we've got Elena Sharp, P3. Things are single file now, so that's sorted out pretty well, yeah?
Yeah, well, listen, nobody likes to ride around under yellow, so line of stern is fine. got plenty of laps ahead. If you play this right, you don't even need to come into the pits.
Very true. It's right on board here with Martin Roberg. So based on what you guys are seeing, and your limited knowledge of our participants here, who would you pick? Who's your driver? Who you liking?
Oh man, that's a tough one. You got your first broadcast here, and I'm picking the pace car.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm going with the I'm going with the person that's not a professional race car driver that just really slept well last night. So I'm going to go with Bailey Thompson.
All right.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a half bad pick. I've seen Bailey do some pretty cool stuff here at Daytona before. Still got 17 laps. We're kind of just in that, like, I guess, portion of the race where we're taking it easy, not pushing too hard, because still a bit to go, still a ways to go.
Listen, we've had a couple of early cautions, and it's really unsettled the race, if I'm being honest, especially with the way the first one went. So maybe this is where we get the run. We run it all the way out to the checkers, and they're doing it the right way right now. Just nobody needs to get in a rush to pull anything magical off.
Now, do you think it'll become a fuel mileage thing because we took the green with 19 to go?
We're in that window where it could definitely be a thing. Johnny, I mean, you were out there. You know more what the fuel consumption was like. I don't know if you were actually keeping close track of it, but what do you think?
The speeds they're running right now, they're doing 183. It's going to be close. If this were to go green the rest of the way, they're going to be a lap and a half short.
You think so? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I haven't had the slide rule and the calculator out, so I'm not positive. But yeah, I know it's going to be really close and on the bad side, unfortunately.
So you think we may see some people back way up and try to run it if it does go that way?
And you know what? I'm seeing that with these back three, with Tristan, Aaron, and George. Maybe they have something up their sleeves. Remember, these three stayed in the pit the longest. So they may be on their own strategy, and that strategy, well, it may work.
Wow, that is very true. Yeah, they are.
George is going to have to get George going to have to catch him up a little bit to make that really work, though, Johnny. George seems to be having trouble keeping up, and I wonder if there is still some residual damage on that car that we were talking about before the restart.
He may be thinking that someone's threatening him.
We're gonna have to change his name.
Okay, so the 27 car, I think, Sean, you picked that car. He has been eyeing that outside line since the green flag dropped.
Yep.
And look at him here, all by himself, solo. Obviously, that's not going to work, but he's working the side draft. He's holding that bubble in. If he can get a couple of drivers to commit with him, he may have a shot.
Yeah, the power of that side draft under this model it's actually really good. Some don't like it. I do, because there's speed in it. If you can get someone to partner with you and actually hold the line, that's the tough part, right? So
and look at Bear leading this back group back up to the pack.
Yep. They did it. They've managed to get back to the pack.
And that's two cars right. Against 8.
Mm-hmm. That just shows just how unorganized this whole front end is.
Exactly. Good point there.
If if two cars that are well organized can catch this whole group. Oh, it looks like Bailey going to the outside again.
And to Chapo's credit, hasn't quite lost it yet. What, 2 seconds? Gonna have to do something quick here. If that car's got anything left in it, gonna have to do something quick. 2 seconds is getting a little deep.
Yeah, I think it might be a little bit too late for him.
It's dropping like a rock now.
Yeah.
Now 3 seconds.
I think
3.2.
the last little bit of draft that
3.5.
he was sniffing there is unfortunately has gone away.
He is literally losing a tenth a second.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's almost, that's like negative, straight up negative time.
I said it in the first heat. When you lose it, you lose it. There's really no getting it back. It's you are on your own, and it is. Well, Johnny, you were running out there on your own for a while. It's a pretty helpless feeling here at Daytona, is it not?
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's like, what am I doing here? Come on.
Hats off to Aaron Lester for bringing that pack, or Aaron and Tristan for bringing that pack back up there. That was an incredible observation of skill and working together to make that happen.
I know from talking to Aaron, he's not exactly new to the plate track stuff, but he's a little on the shaky side, and he's done a fantastic job.
So guys, we're going to take lap 21 here at the line. Obviously that gives us 9 laps to go. Do you think we're still in play for a green flag checkered?
Oh man.
They've been doing really good with single file. Now they're going to do really good with 2-3 wide with 2 laps to go. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and based on what you said about fuel, I mean, I know that the lead car is going to be the one that uses the most fuel. So, I mean, Lily has been out front this whole time. So, I mean, she's got to be kind of not great on fuel, I would think. At least a lap or 2 short.
Yeah, and right now they're hitting 191.
Oh, so they are not saving at all.
They're not saving.
No. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're gambling on another yellow.
Well, I'm never one to gamble on a yellow. Not at a plate track like this. I like to put that out of my head. I like to focus on the racing in front of me. But you do kind of keep it in your pocket, if you will, right? It's like, all right, I can throw that option out there if I want. How do the cars around you look? Everybody looks pretty stable right now. So you start to wonder, well, am I going to get that chance to yellow, or do I need to try and partner up with somebody? I don't know how many of these drivers are communicating. I can't hear them. You definitely, you can't do it by yourself. We know that. You need a partner. So who's going to do it? I think it maybe comes from the back. I think what we saw what Bear and Lester did, they're got a pretty good little team going. So maybe they're the ones to break away and go down.
Yeah, I mean, that is entirely possible. I know Tristan is very, very versed in these drafting tracks. I'm not sure about the Gen 7 car, but I know for a fact that he's almost unstoppable in a truck. So I've seen him do solo side draft past the whole field on the outside before. And I mean, the guy knows how to drive, so it's very possible.
So if I were, crew chiefing George here in the back, I would tell him to come in, get a can of fuel, and pray that a caution comes out, because that's obviously going to put him back up front and back in contention.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting 17.5 seconds back right now.
Yeah, he unfortunately is not looking that great. But we do have 7 to go here. And it's still Lily Frazier out front, followed by Martin Roberg, Elena Sharp, and we got Zach Wareham, Bailey Thompson, John Matthews.
They have nothing to worry about right now. They are they should be cool as a cucumber, Just
Well,
keep burning up laps right here.
Martin has something to worry about. If that 13 stumbles coming off of 4 with no fuel, he's in the catbird seat to be in the trunk of that Toyota Camry.
Yes, now that's true, right? So we don't know what the fuel burn is on Frazier right now, and Frazier's got to have to make a decision in what, 2 laps. I'm thinking at least two laps. Frazier's got to make a decision. So
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Because to John's point, you sure don't want to say, I think I can make it one more lap, and then all of a sudden in the middle of the backstretch, it burps on you, and you've been dumped into Lake Lloyd.
Yeah, and that's exactly where it'll burp too. Going into 3 or coming out of 4.
It's always going to be the worst possible place. Well, we are coming.
By the way,
to...
John and I remember when they actually used to give helicopter rides over Lake Lloyd and blimp rides over Lake Lloyd. So, yeah.
That sounds fun.
I'm not going to say when that was, but yeah.
No, regardless, that sounds fun.
Google it.
And we actually sold Cale Yarbrough shirts. Of course,
don't say that.
It was misspelled.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, statute of limitations is run out.
Statute of limitations is out.
Who's Cale Yarbrough? Anyway, back to the front. Frazier gotta be thinking here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is somebody talking to Frazier? I don't know. Is it Chad Canals? I don't know. I hope someone is helping Lily figure out the strategy here, because she's putting on a heck of a drive. The car has been really, really smooth. I hate to see her have to pit, if I'm being honest. Really, I don't, based on what John said a little while ago, I just don't see how they make it. We could all be wrong.
Like Dr. Fraser Crane, I hope he's or she's listening.
Well, we are still single file, which I wouldn't expect people to jump out, especially with the fuel situation being what it is. But no, it's looking like man, this is really just a mystery. We don't know.
Okay, so winning is the only thing that really matters in this duel, okay? So it's Daytona. The big race is going to be a long race. You want to be at the front to start the race. Maybe you do gamble and just stay in the throttle until it runs out. It's a tough call for me. I want to win it.
Yeah, it would really depend. For me, it would really depend on how much fuel is left. Because if you're like a whole lap short, then I'd be concerned. But if you're like 0.2 or 0.3 laps, maybe, I might gamble.
I guess my point is the leader doesn't have the option to gamble, because the leader's been the one out front.
Yeah, you've made that
pulling his field around.
Yeah, you've made that bet. You've got to finish it out. And as I say that, guys, we're 2 to go.
Yeah, we are 2 to go. So it's gonna be like
geez,
we got a blinker.
Lily might take herself out of the race. So, and boy, how tough is that for Roberg, right? You see Lily start to blink and like, oh man. If you're not a member, here's a great opportunity to sign up for iRacing so you can experience exactly what that's like, okay? It's frightening. The car disappears and then it's back.
It is jarring.
And sometimes it's back in your front seat. So, yeah.
Well, we are white flag.
Yes, we are.
So we've got some people going to the outside there.
There's that run on the outside.
Yep, 95 to the 27.
Yep, Riley Thompson up there. I'm sorry, Bailey Thompson. Riley Thompson is somebody else, trust me. Watch out!
Wow.
Lily's got the fuel.
It appears that way. I wonder
Lily's got the fuel.
I wonder. Oh man, this is.
We got a lapper coming out of 4.
95 of the 27. Martin goes up to block. Oh no!
Oh, everybody!
Oh my God!
And the winner winner.
Oh,
Did you
wow.
see that?
Was that...
Martin Roberg took
Is
the
that-
lead.
Oh, man.
John Matthews
So my
gets the win,
scoring...
though.
My scoring
Matthews-
says... Yeah.
Matthews gets the win.
Oh, man.
Matthews was there. Matthews missed all of it. Dives down to the inside and gets the win.
Oh,
John Matthews, congratulations for us not talking about you once, and you won the race. Way to go!
Okay, we need to go back. I'm doing my best. That was wild. Why?
I would do an onboard. I'm gonna call your shot for you. Do an onboard with Matthews and just take it right across the
Yeah,
line.
let's. I'm trying my best. This is not working how I wanted it to.
That's just nuts. Who wrecked and how they wrecked is not important. What's important is John Matthews won this race.
Right?
Okay, so coming out of Ford, John Matthews is in 6th place. 6th.
All right, I'm gonna have to bring the UI up. I apologize for the unprofessionalism here, but I can't get SDK to work, so I think we may be revisiting that. But this was something. Let's see. We got the last lap here. That's practice. I'm a professional, I swear. All right. I'm not actually a professional. So let's do this. And you said on board. So we'll do the roll bar here. And this appears to be... Okay, so this is going to be coming off of 2. We'll make the UI go away. So, I am on the roll bar view. I know you guys can't see. But, I believe we're on board with John Matthews. I believe. And that is... Oh yeah, look at that. So, I'm terrible at play-by-play. I was a lap early. Like I said, I'm a professional. I promise. Alright, here we go. So it looks like John goes up high, kind of just trying to get what he can get, hoping something like this does happen. And, oh, wow, just absolutely threaded the needle through that. That is fantastic. I'm going to play this back at, like, slow speed, and we will go, let's see, we will go, I thought I had. Let's go this one. So, yeah, he just chucks it low, sees the mayhem in front of him, and brings it home. That is...
Yeah, and really, I'm sorry. Lily had a great run, but I'm going to call it on Lily. Lily just, was trying to protect her turf. She got up into Zach Wareham and chain reaction. She tried to throw the block. It didn't work, and it caused that whole chain reaction. But like I said, I don't care how that...
Yeah, no, that
I
was...
don't care how that finished, or how that wreck started. It's all about the winner, and that was fun.
That was something. That was absolutely... that finish alone made up for the lack of, passing and action. That was incredible.
Fun stuff.
It was. It certainly was. Well, that's going to be our duels. We're having, I believe we have like I believe it's just a 10-lap fun deal. We'll cover it, but this is not our Daytona race here. This is just I don't know what's going on. I think everybody's just kind of doing some...
I think I see a lot of people bailing, actually.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yep. Well, I guess we'll just end the show then.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks.
thank you for having me. It
thank,
was
thank you
it was a
guys
good
for
time.
being. That's we have some technical problems and some teething issues, but I'm gonna do my best to fix this, and hopefully someday we can get you all back in here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I commentating's not really not. I don't have time for it these days.
That's
What I
completely
do at
understandable.
iRacing, what I do at iRacing actually keeps me pretty busy.
No,
But
we get that.
I do enjoy these opportunities, though. They are special. They are precious to me because this is how I got into what I do now at iRacing. So I'm always very, very thankful that somebody wants to hear me blow into a mic. So there you go. I
Well,
still have a pulse, everybody. There we go.
well, thank you so much for coming out of your announcing retirement, I guess. Uh,
Always. Every time I go off the air, I'm retired again. So there we go.
there you go. Thank you so much for joining us, John. Do you have any parting words? Not to put you on the spot, but do you have any parting words?
No, no, no. Hey, listen. What I've heard, you guys did awesome. Casey, thank you for taking the bullet and getting out of the race to do this inaugural um, race here live. And thank you, older brother Sean. You like how I said older, you know. Older brother Sean. Sean, can you tell us anything that's happening at iRacing that we can look forward to see here in maybe the next few weeks, few months?
Oh, don't spill no beans
Um,
if you can't.
well, no, no, I wouldn't do that. I will say that we
Riverhead?
have it. We no, that we have a very, very exciting build coming up for everyone. Lots of new content.
Riverhead?
More Johnny, don't go there. More tracks for the NASCAR refresh. So lots of great stuff coming. If you're not a member, you can be by going to iRacing.com and sign up and join us here. I know, Johnny, you've been on the service now for what, 16 years, I believe?
Since 2006,
Oh wow,
19
Okay.
years since first
wow,
racing.
that's
Yeah,
First
so
amazing.
racing.
and I'm a 5-digit guy and a high 5-digit guy, but I will say I have enjoyed my time on the service. It continues to get even more exciting. I will say that tomorrow on the iRacing YouTube, you can watch our Thruxton special event. So
So
if you're
that'll
looking for
be
something to do,
the 31st
of May,
of
that's
May.
correct.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, cool.
All right.
Well,
Yes.
with that, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and thank you at home for watching. This has been the Bolt Racing League Duels at Daytona, and I promise that next week will be better.